80% of Uganda's land is arable, but only 35% of it is being cultivated. According to the financial year 2021-2022, agriculture accounted for 24% of the GDP and 33% of the export earning. Global statistics also indicate 70% of Uganda's population is actually being employed in agriculture. On Tech Nation tonight, we explore how we can leverage technology to change the narrative of the current agriculture statistics in Uganda, but also Africa at large. My name is Fiona Bukuru. Welcome to Tech Nation. For the farmers in Uganda, but also Africa at large, with the need to farm the smart and easy way, Ezy Agric is indeed the solution. So on this episode of Tech Nation tonight, we touch out what they do and how they've made the ecosystem very easy, the smart way. As their slogan says, endless farming possibilities, from the farmer to the supplier, to the agents, to the shops, to the last mile of that person who is interested in farming the smart way. Welcome to Tech Nation. Ezy Agric is an agri-tech company that integrates ICT in the delivery of production and marketing services to farmers and value chain digitization to agribusiness that works with farmers.
The problem which gives us sleepless nights, or the problem which we are obsessed with, is that we are striving very hard to make sure that we create a profitable agricultural market ecosystem, but that works for the farmers and those who serve them. By working, it may mean profitability. By working, it may mean cost reduction. Of course, a lot of things, economically, socially, even politically, whatever which we want. But to us, it means that it must be a win-win situation for the farmer. There's no need for a farmer to produce when he's not making enough money. There's no need for the off-taker to go into the farmers and they don't have enough production. There's no need for the financial institution to look for the farmers to finance and they can't get them. That's what we mean by the ecosystem. And that's what we mean by us creating an ecosystem which works for the farmers and those who serve them.
Ezy Agric is actively using technologies to create endless farming possibilities by providing better production, marketing, and financial services to farmers and agribusinesses.
Why technology? Not because we studied it, but it's because we have seen wonders of technology has done it, or what technology has disrupted in the rest of other industries. We can argue about how long it took radios to get million subscribers. We can talk about how long TVs took to get million subscribers, but when it comes to internet, I'm very sure it shortened that period because of the power of technology, because of the power of its scalability. So we're obsessed with the challenge of making sure that we get the power of technology and fuse it in the agricultural industry to make sure that we create a deal. In Uganda, we believe everyone is a farmer, whether you like it or not. Either you have your own farm or you have people whom you help to farm. It could be your mother, it could be your auntie, it could be they just ask for money. Hey, help me with some money for seed, for what? But indirectly you're doing farming. Now you just picture this scenario. A farmer, it could be your auntie, doing farming, but they don't know how much size of their garden is. Agronomically, that's the basis of the business plan for farming. Really? Because you need to know, if at all I'm doing maize, if at all I'm doing coffee, this is the size of my garden. Why is it very important? Because that's where you calculate how much seed you're going to need, how much fertilizer you're going to need, how much everything. Literally, it's your investment plan.
Through its Ezy Agric mobile and web app, the farmer interacts with a village agent or agronomist in real time and has the ability to view daily weather conditions by districts in Uganda. In this same app, a farmer can set reminders to do all farm activities on time, as well as giving farming tips to make better farming decisions.
Our technology is very simple. It's a mobile app. That means that someone downloads it from Google Play Store, you put it on your Android store, you're able to map their gardens. The app tells them that you have 2 acres, you have 3 acres. In addition to that, you tell the app that, hey, I want to do maize, I want to do coffee, I want to do tomatoes. Then the app is able to tell you, hey, look, you need this amount of seed, you need this amount of fertilizer. Why is it very important? Because it helps you to optimize both economically but also your production. By economical, what I mean, there's no need for you to buy seed for 3 acres when you literally have 2.
Yeah.
Or even when you have 1. But sometimes people use eyes to be like, I think he has 2 acres, but ideally it's 1.5. So why do you spend extra money for you to buy inputs of the extra 0.5, which you don't need? And most importantly, when you get inputs of 2 acres and pump them into 1.5, automatically you have killed the yield. You have automatically affected, because it's like getting a lot of kids and giving them food which is not enough for them. Because what's going to happen is that these plants are going to fight for the nutrients, and since they are a lot, and they are going to struggle to get these nutrients. So we created Ezy Agric to make sure that we cap that.
Through its value chain digitization platform, Ezy Agric, a network of community-based agriculture service providers and village agents, is bridging the information and service delivery gap between farmers and agribusinesses.
Now you just try to imagine our parents who are deep in rural areas, or those agro shops which are in the rural areas, they're struggling to get that, am I buying with master for Bukola? Is it for really Bukola? Or if I tell I'm buying fertilizer, am I really buying fertilizer for Grain Powers? Am I really buying Gera fertilizer? Am I really buying ETG fertilizer? You can name the list, but they are not so sure about this kind of product. So what we have done is that we have integrated with 60 import manufacturers across the East African region. And what happens is that our customers are able to order that I want this fertilizer, want it's from Yara and at this price. Then for us, what we do is that we pick a product from Yara or from whatever supplier whom you've been able to choose, or Bukola or Naseko, whatever which you want. Then for us, we deliver it to you. That means that we assure the quality of the product. That means that we do away with a lot of middlemen who play with counterfeits to make sure that you get a genuine product. As you order these particular products, it automatically captures your records and posts it in your ledger, what we are calling a farming ledger. You just try to imagine that farmers order for these inputs, but they have to keep a book somewhere.
To write what they have used this season, what they will use next season. It becomes
exactly, because it's very key for them to price at the end of the day. They always talk, we made losses, we did what? But ideally when you ask them, okay, maize is trading 300 shillings per kg. How much did you take? How much did it cost you for you to produce 1 kg? No one knows, because they have not kept the records. But for us, we see an opportunity for technology, that technology comes in to automatically capture this. So as you order for this, it automatically posts them into your expenses, so that at the end of the season, we're able to advise you that, hey, your unit cost of production is 150 shillings. That means that you can price it anything above that, for you to make the profit, depending on how much profit you want. If at all you store, maybe the price trends will go like this. Then to make sure that you make that decision as a businessman, agriculture, remember, we are creating an ecosystem which works for the farmers and those who serve them. We need to use technology to unearth these kinds of bottlenecks and make it so seamless and so simple for the farmers to make decisions, for the people who are running these agro shops in rural areas, in semi-urban areas, for them to make decisions and to be able to benefit more than the way they have been. We have worked, and even we are still working right now with 350 agro shops across the country. And we have worked with over 300,000 farmers across the country.
Wow.
And we have over 16,000 users on our app every month.
These are farmers, these are retailers, these are middlemen, whoever wants can just sign up on the app.
Exactly. So the farmers and the agri shops are the ones who are the key users for us on our platform every month.
Uganda, being second to Niger with the youngest population, its youths are not so much drawn towards agriculture. But with the introduction of technology, we believe that so much youths are going to be inclined towards the smart way of farming, and kudos to Ezy Agric for changing mindsets and making agriculture more appealing to these youths by incorporating technology elements like ownership, use of smartphones, which in the end has promoted youth engagement in agriculture.
We see that when we blend technology with agriculture, there is huge impact. First of all, we ease the access of services which people thought that they were a little bit far, which they thought that they will never reach their areas. But with technology, we make it possible. So we're talking about impact of improving lives of over 300,000 people through farming, through whatever activities. And this means improving their yield because they're able to buy genuine seed from Naseko. They're able to buy genuine seed from Bayer, though it's currently sitting in Nairobi. But they're able to access that particular seed. We're talking about creating employment for the fellow young people. This is through people who deliver. This is through young farmers. This is through those young people in the shops. This is through off-takers, people who buy produce from the people, the young people whom they employ, because they're turned on with technology, because they see the next world is through technology, because they can see the opportunities which technology is helping them to open up.
Let's go for a short break, and when we return, we're going to look at the Ezy App and also the web application, how it works for the farmers, agents, and suppliers. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back from the break. We are still talking matters agriculture, the modern smart way of farming, and we have Ezy Agric on the wheel taking us through how their app works, not only for the farmers but also the agents, the supplier, and everyone that fits into the agriculture ecosystem.
So as the Technation audience has already heard, we are an end-to-end provider in the agricultural space. Our goal is to make sure that everybody that operates in agriculture in Uganda and Africa are getting things that are helping them make money and get access to markets. Now, with our portal, the great thing is you can get real-time updates on if something is out of stock. And out of stock at Ezy Agric means that it's out of stock at the supplier or the manufacturer. Because of the relationships we have built, we only purchase directly from genuine producers or accredited producers and manufacturers. And we only sell things that are approved by MAIF. So when something is out of stock, for example, we're looking at Weedmaster right now, it means it's out of stock at Bukola, which means we can't supply it. And we won't buy it on the third market just to supply it to a customer. We rather inform them that this thing is out of stock. So you place the order, for example, let me buy this 20-liter jerry can. We have price offers, which means that if you're buying more than 1 unit of something, you get discounts.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So for example, with this particular item, if you're buying 10 units or more, you get a particular price. If you're buying 100 units or more, the price drops by more than 1,000 shillings. If you're buying 200 units, which for this particular thing could be like maybe 20 cartons, you actually get the price dropping by another further 500 shillings. So I place the order, I put it in the cart, it shows successful, I can continue shopping or I can go and purchase this particular thing. I'll complete the order. I've never logged in here, so I'm going to enter my phone number.
Oh, yes.
So now I can actually walk you through how that order arrives on the Ezy Agric system for us to then service. Here is the dashboard, which is where our customer service support and also us product managers check to see the daily figures. So you see the new orders, you see the payments that have come in, the farmers we're working with currently, agents and stuff like that. And then when you want to service an order.
So wait a minute.
Yes.
This is, so far on your dashboard, I can see we have 134 new orders.
Yes, that we need to service. So when you place your order, for example, I'll show you what it's like. We come here and we see pending orders, today's orders, confirmed orders, and orders that are ready for delivery, but we also have delivered orders. So usually we are tracking how much time was it between the date the order was made and the date the order was delivered. Our goal is to deliver within 24 hours. For example, you see this first order here, it came in on 12th April at 3 p.m. and it was delivered on 13th at 9:49 a.m. So that's kind of how we operate with Ezy Agric. So as you can see, we deliver everywhere in Uganda and we're getting orders from every part of the country quite often. So the process is you place your order, we confirm that this is what you want to order and this is the transport charge that it's going to cost you. We also have route sales. So for example, if I'm in Masaka and I place my order, let's say on Sunday night, I know that on Monday there's a route sale that's actually driving to Masaka to deliver orders there. So that's actually a more affordable way for our people to get their order. With the app, we also have services. So somebody could be in Amuru and they want to know, is there a trustworthy vet in this area? So we onboard people who offer services to farmers, whether it's in animal or crop production, so that they can then provide these services to the farmers.
We had a challenge in accessing inputs, but now they've brought for us inputs.
First and foremost, before you even think of doing any farming, you always need to know the size of your land. Knowing the size of your land in terms of acreage really helps you in planning. That is in terms of the labor, in terms of the inputs you will need for your garden. If you do not do garden mapping, there is no way you will know the exact inputs that you will need.
Applications egezaako okundirectinga senga obuzibu bubaddewo nembuulira nti okusinziira ku effect eno buno obulwadde babuyita wee bati, then ne bampa ne recommendation n'eddagala kiri ensobola okukozesa senga omulimi abeera ambuuzizza ennyambako okutunda ebirime byange senga mbeera nkungudde balinamu wosobola okupostinga ebirime byo senga obeera otuuse okutunda, then ba traders abali ku platform ne baba nga basobola okulaba ani atunda sente mmeka, ne baba nga basobola okukubira ng'otaddeyo order. Ennyambako okukwata ennimiro z'abalimi bange okumanya obunene bwe balina ne kibayambako okusobola okubalirira biki bye bajja okukozesa, sente ze bajja oteekamu ensigo n'ebirala. Ennyambako okugula inputs nga nzigulira bafaama bange, then ne mu input shop eya Zabuta ba agent abalala bwe basobola okubigula ne babitwalira abalimi baabwe eri wansi ku byalo gye bali.
So at Ezy Agric, our goal is to make your farming as easy as possible. Farm the smart way, farm the easy way. We're giving you endless farming possibilities.
Uganda, with the youngest population, second to Niger, I think it's time that its youth actually fully engaged into agriculture. Why? Because of the smart way of farming that is Agri-Tech, that is embracing technology. For the youths, you've had it. The smart and modern way of farming is the way to go. We are without excuse. We can buckle up and make sure our motherland Uganda has what it takes. This is what we had for you on this episode of Tech Nation, but we want to let you know that this show is actually for you. You can reach us out at technation_UG, or we shall find you anywhere you are as long as you're doing something very innovative in your society. From me and my team, it's a wrap and it's a good night. Ciao.